Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Pete. You're watching Pete J. Cooper, the model builder, and we're going on with
R2-D2, Your Highness.
As you can see right there, we're going on with 64. I got 65, 66, 67 and 68 to do today. So let's get straight to it. We're working on the dome. As you can see, I've got them at the ready, and we're putting those plates in their proper position by screwing those little things in and pushing them to the, but that will mean that we will have to make sure that those panels are in the right position, and they've been on this dome for quite some time, so I hope it will stay. '64, as I said, model making the Death Star. That was some kind of model to make, with all those parts that are broken or not finished yet, and how to film it. Unbelievable. I went too quickly. And there we go, dome fittings, and well, we're collecting the parts. This is what we all need. And I've not got all of it, but I've got some of it at the ready. We do not need that at the moment. The red, blue, and so we need one of those. We need the lens with that goes with it as well. We've got the panel, we've got the camera, we have the dome thing on it already. We still have those, we have that. We've got that one, we've got that one, and we've got that one. I've got everything that I need, I think, but we'll see. In a later stage, we'll be getting that camera out as well. And the other parts that we have lying around here. So we're starting with that hinge. I've got that at the ready there, so that can be a quick one. Then we're fitting the dome, and we're getting those loose. But before we do that, we're putting that camera in, or that, what is it? All right, and then we're pushing it into that point there. Then we're pushing those on and putting those larger, yep. Then we're going to put those panels, those plastic screws in. And you can find the proper screws in metal to make it a little bit stronger, but I'm going to try it at first, and if not doesn't work, I will order them like Wayne did, and we'll put the metal ones in later. Installing electronics, and that is what we should have. We might go through this a little bit quicker than normal, because I'll be installing it and then showing you what it looks like, and I may be using my telephone, my iPhone, to put that to show you that in a little film. We're not using any glue this time, and we're starting with that one and that one. All right, we're putting those two together like so with that pin up, and we're putting one of those through. That moves properly. Let's get that one out, and it's right here. I think we're putting it on, so we're putting it into those points. That is where the pin goes, and the other parts are where the screws in. You can see the screw thread in there already. So we're putting these rather thick screws in, and I'm going to put a little bit of oil on it just to make it go easier. Well, there you go. How easy is that? Yep, we're getting those loose. I think right there to the silver one. We're putting it through and holding it there. The little microphone. This is more or less where it should. That will not open at the moment. All right, that's on. All right. Then we're gonna, and we have to use the top camera because we're going all the way in. We're gonna put those onto the screw holes that we have in there, as you can see right there, those points. As you can see right there, all those black little dots are in So we're putting these flange screws in this to keep that dome in, but I need a bigger screw head, and we're going to put them in one by one and come back to you. As you can see in there, screws are in neatly. There's one to go by where the wire is, and that's a shorter flanged screw. This was a 6mm long, and this is a 4mm long. As you can see, all 4 screws are in. All screws are in on all sides, all where these have, and that should hold this in. Now let's see how good that opens. Stops there, but I hope that pushing. I will have a look at that, and it's not opening properly at the moment. So, but those are all in. I've got those screws in, and we're going to put some screws in. But it's not shown properly where right next to the big hole. I think I'm starting here with those, so I need to make sure that those are in the proper position before I screw that in, and they look fine. So let's get these off and see what we get to do. Let's start with one. All right, let's loosen these up as well. I'll finish them off and come back to you. All right, so we've got those in. Let me try I know I can show it to you, but I need to put that light in there. See those white screws right there? That's that stage done as well. Next one is putting one of those in right next to where we put those screws. No, it's not. Let's have a quick look. Did I put that bracket in the wrong way around? I did. I'll show you in a moment. That bracket there, and put it up, and it should be going the other way around. So we're putting that one on right there. Then we're getting one of these out. I think they're both in more or less the same angle. We do need these. Yep. And it should go on like so. And then we're going to put those black screws in. 2 of them. Let's get this all out of the way. Took us quite some time to put that together. I'm on 30 minutes already. This is hard to hold, guys. I need to help myself. That makes it impossible for me to show it to you. And that one, I should show it to you there. That one is in with 2 of those black screws. Then we're going to get that one out. Like so. We're going to put it right into that position. And make sure you push it in right there so it pushes through. And then we're going to put 2 more of those black screws on. So we've now got that one and the black one there in. What's the next one? So we're putting that one in, but it was out of place. That one there. And the silver screws, these. Those are the ones that are the thicker metal screws. So we have that one in. I don't think that one will move again. There should be a cable on that. So let's put that in before we go on. Alright, those are in. That cable is in. Then we're going to that one. I'm going to put that lens in. Right there. That blue little thing is what we're putting in. And we're most probably putting those black screws on. That blue thing is in there as well, as you can see right there. That one in, and that one in. That is it for stage 64. Let's see what we do in 65. and see if we can do that within time I would like to do this. Okay, these are the parts that we have. These are the parts that we get in this stage. More of those screws and this lens cap. This is what we're going to have to glue into, and these are cable holders that we're going to put on. I'm going to put them on and show you where I put them on, otherwise it's going to take too long. As you can see, 6 more screws in on this side. See what we do next. We get that one out, and that one out, right next to the blue little thing that you see right there. We're going to put that lens in. All right, that one is in as well. Next, we get those out, plus 2 black screws. So we're going to put that aside. All right, when you put that in, make sure that that notch is in, and there's a notch here that keeps that silver part in, that you can see there as well. As you can see there where my thumb is, right there. And then we're going to put it in here. Into that point there, and there's an outtake of a notch there as well that you have to make sure that it goes into. It's hard for me to show because it's in an awkward position, but I will try and show it when it's, as you can see, right where that little point there. Let's see if I can light it up a bit. Right next to that little thing there, that's where we just put in. We just put those little bumps in, and they're saying we need to put a little bit of glue in it, but it's staying in pretty good. So I put a little glue in from Feller, this one, which is a good screw for plastic on plastic. So we're going to put these cable things in right in front of the blue one. So we've got 4 of them in. Let's put you aside and show it to you. Right there, there, and there. And that's it for this stage, and that is what we're doing until now. Thank you very much for joining me again. Please like, subscribe, and pass it on, and have a good look at those panels, how they put them in. I've got a problem with that one opening. That will not open properly. Which is the opening one? I don't know what's going on there. I need to do a little bit of something, because it will not open anymore. But maybe somebody has that same problem as well, and I'll see what I can do about it. But that's it for this stage, for these 2 stages. I've got what was it? 64 and 65 that I've done, and hope you will join me for the next 3 that I might get into one video, and hope to see you next time. Check out my channel. There are quite a few, as you can see, behind me and on my channel, and I really hope you will join me then. So please like, subscribe, and pass it on, and join me that next time. Thank you very much. Bye bye.